Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a video on all my HO Scout locomotives. New ones, some are gone because I have sold some. So let's get into it. So first off, with my favorite is CN. It's 2572. It is a G-9 CW and it is made by Afrin Genesis. This is my first Afrin Genesis I have ever purchased. It is the most reliable one ever since, Afrins, my most reliable ones I've ever had. So I'll just show it. It runs. There you go. All the lights on this one are LED. The wheel covers also do spin on this one. I will go at the back. Runs super smoothly. It has been a great runner for me. I'm a huge fan of this one. The overhead lights also light up, which is one of my only ones that do that. I have another one which is a CN, which you will see a bit later in this video. Okay, next up we have my newest addition to the collection. This is a Union Pacific. This is a GES44AC, and this one is road number, as you see, is 52. Sorry, I cannot speak today. 5273, and this is absolutely a beauty. I'm a huge fan of the American flag on the side. It is very well made. This only thing I'm not a fan of this particular locomotive is its headlights are bulbs and not LEDs. So as you will see, they are a bit more like hard to see. Actually, they appear a lot better on camera than they do on person. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this thing is a super great runner. I got it for a great deal at a train show. Like, the guy has never operated it. It was still it was still all sealed up actually in the package. So he gave him a great deal, or give me a great deal on it, and I got it. I'm very happy with it. Okay, next up we have the BNSF unit. This is BNSF 5789. And this one is also a GES44AC, and this is the heritage free color or scheme for BNSF. This one is a little bit lighter orange, so it's faded, like the real life model. Same for the door here. I'll pull it forward. I'll show you the other side of it. I like this one here. Also, all the LED lights. The number lights do not turn on this one though, unfortunately. But a great runner. It is very smooth. There you go. We'll just stop it here for a sec. As you see here on the other side, it is all replaced doors, so it is pretty neat. But it is a great runner. I love this unit. At the end of the day, and we'll run it backwards. You guys, there you go. Super smooth runner. I'm a huge fan of it. Okay, next up is the Intermountain. This one is a GE ES44DC. So as I mentioned in other videos, it was running on the wrong motherboard. So I finally received a new motherboard for it for DC instead of DCC. Now you will notice that I'm having a bit of an issue with this one right now. It is perfectly fine, running perfectly fine, but its headlights do not turn on. So if I put it in forward, it is the rear red lights that will activate, which I find is odd, and its rear lights will activate. But if I put it in reverse, it's the exact same thing. So I'm not sure why it's doing this. So at the moment, if I run this one, I mostly only run it as a rear unit, just so I'm not doing anything wrong. But it is still a great looking locomotive. It runs very smoothly. Its number plates also activate. It is very unfortunate because if I recall, this headlight is extremely bright. So unfortunate. I did reposition the wipers because they were facing the other way. I just wanted to match all my other ones, but it's not a priority. I did accidentally snap a little bit over here while I was taking off the cab. I was a bit too excited, so a bit of my bad on that one. Okay, so another one of my newer ones in the collection is my EMD SD70i, which is a CN color scheme. This one was pre-owned before, so it is not brand new, but it still runs well. It is missing a few details on it, like all the pipes here. Its headlights are bulbs, but they are burnt at the front, which I have noticed. I'm not too upset about it because I got it for very cheap for an after Genesis. So for an after Genesis, it is still a great runner. So I'm just gonna make it run for a sec. So yeah, so it is still a great looking unit. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish the front lights would work, but hey, it still runs. As long as the motor is going, I'm okay with it for the price I got it. Okay, next up is one of you guys have probably already seen before on this channel. I was talking a lot about it because of a issue I had with it, but this is CN 2616, and this one has a ditch light out. I'm not sure why it went out. I've never seen an LED go out, but as you see, it is out. This is not the best unit I have. It is just an after ready to roll, unlike the Genesis. So I'm not expecting so much out of this one, unlike others. But it is a great beginner. This is my first of the style I have gotten. So it is still a great runner. I did add some pipes at the front of it off of an old I think it was a Lifelike Proto, like a shell I got off. So I salvaged a lot of parts off of it. Actually, just while I'm thinking about it, I salvaged some parts for one of my fire trucks on the layout for the wipers, just to make it a bit more realistic for the wipers, because it's a Spartan. So eventually I can make a video on my fire truck fleet. I have my HO scale layout. I have multiple that are not on the layout as well. Yeah, so this is this locomotive. Okay, next up we have another one of my newer ones I've got at our train show. This is an EMD. I think it's GP18. I might be wrong. I think it's what I remember, or I think it is by the looks of it, and the fans on the top. And this one is a Lifelike Proto. One thing I did find actually pretty cool about this one was these come down. The door does open, but it is a bit pushed in, so I need to figure that out eventually again. But it is a very. I got this for $40, which is Canadian, so I thought that was a pretty good deal, especially for a good looking unit. So now I'm just gonna give it a bit of power. This headlight is not very bright, but it's a smooth runner. I'm not a fan of Lifelikes, but I saw this for the price. It looked good, so why not? So yeah, it is a great runner. It actually has a directional lighting too, which I was amazed to see on one of these, because I never actually had a Lifelike Proto run other than a shell. Then I just use it for parts. Okay, next up we have my Canadian Pacific. I think this one's a GP15-1, and this one is made by Walters. This headlight is fairly bright. Walters are not as detailed, but they are pretty reliable. So I'm just gonna give this one a bit of power for you guys. So in the dark, this thing lights up pretty well. Its rear headlight, eventually I might take the whole cab off and just put a bit of black paint. Just you will see why. Because in reverse, the light kind of lights up the whole rear section. It makes it unrealistic. It is a great runner though, a good looking unit. Okay, next up we have my Afrin Blue Box. This one's a GP14 in a Burlington Orvan. This one is not my most reliable unit. Like, it runs like a tank, but it's I've had a few issues with it so far. It is an older one. It's been the previous owner apparently was a bit rough with it, of what I have heard. So I did oil it a lot, but it is doing like a weird whistling sound, or not whistling. It might be a cracked gear. I'll have to open it up. I never take the time to do this one yet. The sliding is pretty bad. Yeah, that might sound like a cracked gear, so I'll have to open that up eventually. It is a cool looking unit though. All the railing is metal. So, okay, next up is my only steam locomotive I have from my collection. I'm pretty sure this one here is a Mahano. I got it in a lot. I just fixed it up with a few random parts I was able to salvage off of other ones. But it is a great runner. After I fixed that, I did a lot of. I think I spent at least a couple hours just getting the motor going again. But it is a great looking one. It's crazy. It's how complex the steam locomotives actually are. I forget what. Well, I'm not very good with my steam locomotives. I'm not gonna deny that. But it is a great looking unit to run. Okay, next up we have my, this one's a Kato, and this one's an Alco, I think C424 locomotive. This one has been an absolute beast. This one was also pre-owned by part of a lot. I'm not even kidding with you. And when I got this one, actually, I'm just seeing a bit of, there you go. I got this one, I was not expecting anything much from it. I never actually did any work on this one, and it just goes well. I've had a problem on it. It is missing this railing on the side, but for the price I got this, a lot with this in it and working order, I was impressed to see. Only thing that's broken about it is its shell. Its shell will just like pop. It just comes right off because the clamps are all broken. And last but not least is my Northern Alberta locomotive. This one's made by AHM. This one is one of my most unreliable ones I have. I had a lot of problems with this one. I only kept it because Alberta is where I'm from and cool. So I just keep it on display. It still runs, but not well. And I did a bit of weathering on it at the bottom, as you see. So instead of black, it's like that. So a bit cooler in my opinion. But yeah, so as you give it a power, I'll put it right beside it. I'm able to hear a little bit. Like it's trying to go. Probably actually a lot of cracked gears or something. Yeah, but when you get it at a specific speed, it gets going. Eventually, it'd be cool to get the same as you get a whole new a motor system in there, and just get it going again. Yeah, it is a cool looking locomotive though. And this one's an EMD. I think it's an SD40-2. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, it is a cool looking unit. At the end of the day, it's not very detailed, but it needs a lot of work. So as you might have noticed, I'm missing a few locomotives. I'll explain that quickly. I sold my Walters Rail Link on Marketplace. I also sold the Santa Fe, the SD24 high hood, and the SD40-2W, so the CN one that was in rough shape. That one's a goner. I just fixed it up and I gave it somebody else for beginner. It was no longer my likings. But yeah, this concludes today's video. And please comment what kind of videos you guys want to see next of my train layout, or if you guys want to see other specific stuff like construction, on my fire trucks, etc. So you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.